Alright, so the narcissist is obsessed with nitpicking. Anytime you say anything like, anytime you try to express an opinion, anytime you try to do something, especially if it's something on your own, they will criticize you to the nth degree. And some of them will even say, after they get done with criticizing you, they'll say, well, that's just one person's opinion. That's them being generous, right? Oh, that's just my opinion. You can take it or leave it. You don't have to listen to it. Now, why is it a problem to say that? Well, it's very condescending, for one thing. If you're an adult and somebody is saying this to you, it's pretty obvious that they don't think very highly of your intelligence, because you already know that it's their opinion. I mean, you know it because it's coming out of their mouth. They're saying it to you. So for them to say that, it's like a way of saying, well, I'm going to go ahead and do this thing that I do to disrupt you, but I don't want to be blamed for it. So I'm going to throw this in there and say, well, this is just my opinion. You don't have to listen to it, but I'm entitled to my opinion. So why do they have this vested interest in nitpicking? It's obvious. They don't want you to trust yourself. They don't want you to be an authority on anything, even on your own self or your own life. They are the authority on your life. They are the authority on who you are, on how you feel, on what you are thinking. You are not the authority on your own self to the narcissist. They already know who you are before even meeting you. Everything about you that could be known. Because basically there's one person in their world, which is them, and everybody is an extension of that. The nitpicking is a way of interrupting the flow, the natural energy flow, and you think about the narcissist as a selfish child, which is what they are, basically. They are trying to hoard the energy to themselves. They don't want you to have any energy. They don't want you to have the energy of feeling like you said something that was significant or that you were correct in any way. And all the tactics that they use are a way of interrupting your energy flow, your energy source, your energy flow, having it be interrupted so that they can teach you that life comes from them, energy comes from them, praise comes from them. They are your masters. You are their slaves. The way to get through this is through all of the delusions that they try to pawn off on you and that they try to convince you of, is to do this investigative work that it takes to figure out whether or not this is true. One of the things that I heard about in a motivational book is, don't trust anybody's opinion unless they can sign a check. In other words, like, does your opinion matter if you can't tell me as a professional whether or not this is accurate, or whether or not this is going to be something that is a good idea or that it works? The narcissist will always present themselves as an authority on whatever given topic it is, and they may pretend that they're not an authority, but they'll still give you their opinion. They're obsessed with giving you their opinion. They're obsessed with giving you advice. They're obsessed with nitpicking, and this is all a way to destabilize you, destabilize your being. So how do you get this stability back into your being when somebody's been doing this, especially for years, to the point where you start to mistrust every little thing that you say and think? You have no idea what the truth is. because no matter what you try to do or say, somebody tells you that it's wrong right off the bat. And then they have the gall to say, well, that's just my opinion, you don't take it or leave it. I'm going to go ahead and shove it in your face, first and foremost, make you feel horrible about whatever you're doing, but, it's just my opinion, and you're not really an adult, so you can't figure out that it's my opinion. I have to tell you because you're a child and you haven't learned yet, right? It's very condescending, condescension and rudeness kind of go hand in hand with narcissism, and it's just very, very, sort of matter-of-fact, condescension, matter-of-fact, rudeness. They're always going to be the authority on everything, but the thing to keep reminding yourself and asking yourself in order to get out of this state of mind of self-criticism is keep inquiring into all of these different thoughts that you have and try to figure out if they're accurate. But really the only way out of this is to find a new friend circle and to find a new group that can be an actual authority and that who can direct you as to what the reality of the situation is. For example, if you're trying to be an actor and you have a narcissist in your life that just basically does nothing but sit on their butt all day and watch TV, but they want to tell you how to be an actor, or they want to tell you how to be a politician because they're an expert on it. Try to continually remind yourself of whether or not you can really trust the opinion of someone who isn't in the field that they're claiming to be an expert on. They've never had any experience in it, and they're coming from a point of view of trying to interrupt your energy flow, trying to shut you down, trying to hoard energy, and they want to get you in the energy, sort of like the tug of war over control over your own life, over control over your own destiny, your own energy, your own feelings, your own money, everything that revolves, that in any way includes you, is also going to include them. So what do you do about this? Well, number one, don't react. Do not react. Do not react negatively. The only way is to kind of continually begin to change your brain and change your chemistry and change your vibration slowly over time. I did a video about the law of attraction. Consciously choosing activities and music that make you feel good, to slowly begin to change your mood and change your overall emotional state. And as your emotional state becomes more positive, your thinking will become more clear just automatically. And this sort of policing of thought that they do, it has power over you to the extent that you let it, and to the extent that you need an authority, which we do as human beings tend to need somebody to bounce ideas off of. The best thing to do is find somebody that, like in that example as an actor, find an actor, an actual professional actor who you respect their work, and ask them what their opinion is on you and your future prospects or whatever it is, and begin to build a friend circle of people that are actually, involved in the things that you want to be involved with, not just somebody that has an expertise in something in their own sort of grandiose delusional thinking that it's never been tested or proven, but they're somehow an expert. But a big thing is changing your emotional state and not reacting. And as you change your emotions, your thoughts will also begin to change. But don't react and don't try to argue with them, and don't get involved with the tug of war that they're trying to pull you into. Just simply step back and, say, well, that's my opinion. My opinion is that I'm not interested in your opinion. And that's just my opinion. You can take it or leave it.